Well guys, it's Kieran or Killerkizza HD here, and welcome back to Killerkizza Stag, where today we face off against 18th place Charlton at the Valley. Today is a big game because our schedule has gone majorly tits up to the point where we have lost, I think, 4 games on the bounce in Cup and Leagues. So we need to be very careful about how this game goes, because if Charlton win, we could end up at the relegation zone depending on however results go. So we need to be very careful. So let's get right into the episode. So we did the whole of January, we got all the transfers done and everything, and when the last game we won 6-2 away from home. Now explain to me, how in the bloody hell have we lost 4 games in the bounce? We lost 2-1 at home against Everton in the FA Cup. Chris Morris levelled it up in the 26th minute, but just things were not getting better. They were very good, they were very clinical. Sider Berahino getting a goal, he played very well. Fede I can't pronounce his name, Cartabia I think it is, getting a goal as well. I got players like Mason Holgate and Kim Seung-gu, in the goal as well. And some new players did start in that game. Elio Capradossi, I need to know how to say his name, did play in that game, but he got subbed off very quickly in the second half because he wasn't even that good. That's us out of the FA Cup at the 4th round, and then we lost 2-1 at home against Burnley. The loney Stephen McDonald from Celtic actually got a goal in this game, but goals from Omar Mascarell and Chuks Anike, I believe former Arsenal man, scored to end our hopes, and we lost 2-1 away from home, at home, sorry. And then we lost again, believe it or not. We lost to Leeds. We lost 3-2 away from home. Goals from Leo and a Libor Kozak brace in the 89th and the 91st minute. We threw it. We bottled it completely in the 90th minute. Then Bullet Club and Chris Forrester's a goal, and then the final game we lost 4-1 at home against QPR. A goal from Federico Ricci with us, actually got us started off really nicely actually. We got a goal and I was like, yes, this is amazing. Then Yannick Balassi, Jay Rodriguez, Michael Morrison and Ryan Mason scored to make it 4-1, and now the league table, after those 3 losses in the league and that loss in the FA Cup, looks like this. We are 14th with only 3 points above the relegation zone, yet we're 14th and only 2 points off playoffs. That's how tight this league is this season. We're 2 points off playoffs, with 3 points off relegation zone. This league is the tightest league I've probably ever been involved with. Yanis Sanogo, 23 goals. He actually got injured, so that means he's gone, which is decent. That means players can catch up, like Mate Vidra and Nicholas Helenus, who is former Cardiff man, if I'm correct. So that's how the league table looks. We'll quickly look at the, how players are doing. So most appearances for the club at the moment, there's 26 appearances for Donovan Daniels. Most goals for the club at the moment is Thierry Ambrose with 8 and 23, which isn't good enough for a championship side. Assists-wise, Jose Garcia, who is now back, has 7 assists in 19 appearances, and the average rating for the side is 7.72. Do you know what? Chris Forrester has got 3 goals and 2 assists in 4 games since coming on, because Jose Garcia got injured. So to be honest, he might start today. Well, I'd like to let you all know that Chris Morris has also gone out on loan. This guy who's made a lot of appearances for us this season got out on loan. Now, because Chris Forrester's starting to show up, I decided to loan him out for a month and see how he did at Scunthorpe United to get some games, because Chris Forrester's shown up. Getting 3 goals and 2 assists in 4 games is fantastic, even though he's on the losing side most time. So I think it's good for him to go out on loan to a League 2 side. He's only League 2 potential anyway, really. Well, I'm sorry, ability anyway. It says Sky Bet, I'm Vanderama, sorry. But I think it's good for him to get out on loan now that Chris Forrester's starting to push himself into the side. So actually, let's just get right into this game. Now I remember a player that Charlton have on loan, Tony DeClaire. He's on loan from Tottenham Hotspurs. This guy caused me trouble in the last game. So let's go and have a look at the sides. So here is the Charlton bench and starting 11. Beanie's on the bench with Sarr, Vetekele, Parzitsek. Fuck yeah, now. Konza, Asensio, and Declare's on the bench. That's big. And in the starting 11, they've got Henderson in goal with Spectre, Boer, Clark Salter, and Fox in the midfield. Bergditch, Edwards. Is that Joe Allen? That's not Joe Allen, surely. Okay, it's Jamie Allen, not Joe Allen. Let's calm down. The Welsh Shabby is not playing with Charlton. In the starting 11 is Aherne Grant and Ryan Seeger, former Southampton prospect, now playing for Charlton, getting 12 in 31, having a decent season for Charlton. Then Mansfield Town's bench, the starting 11, we have Michonne, Centeno, Joel Lynch, Jose Garcia, Jet Thomas, Federico Ricci and Nathan D'Alfonso. Yes, the formation has been changed. Now the reason it's been changed because obviously losing 3 games on the bounce, not good for your team. So the starting 11 in this 4-4-2 is Mark Howard in goal, with Martin Whitehead, Regan Paul, Donovan Daniels and Vashon Neufeld with a midfield of Mal Benning getting a rare start in the Championship here down the left-hand side with Matthew Willock, Chris Forrester as an advanced playmaker, and Bullet Club as a wide midfielder. And then starting up front today, target man Stephen McDonald on loan from Celtic up front with his pal Thierry Ambrose at the poacher role. Let's get into this game and see how we do. Can we break the drought? This game is underway. You'll notice straight away that we are defensive from the get-go. It's because I found a little thing here where we play defensive and it actually works better than what counter does, basically. So I'm trifling defensive does the trick here. But as you can see in the first 5 minutes, Charlton is smashing us. We're trying to get the ball back, and do you know what? Let's try it. Counter. Let's go counter, see if we can push up the pitch a bit more. And if not, Charlton probably score. But we have a chance here. Jamie Allen gets the ball into Clark Salter, and Mark Howard makes a big boy save. They've had 2 shots of 2 on target in 18 minutes of action here. Let's move the table down here as Aherney Grant puts it wide. Oh no, it's a corner again here for Charlton Athletic. They are pushing up to 16th with a point here. Jamie Allen puts the ball in, and Aherney Grant will head it over this time. And that still remains 1-1 as Mark Howard kicks the ball out for a goal kick. Clark Salter puts it to Edwards, and then ball to Ryan Sager. Matthew Willock clears it to Bullet Club. Chris Forrester on form. Can he get another goal today or an assist? Matthew Willock puts the ball to Thierry Ambrose. He's got Stephen McDonald on his left-hand side. Stephen McDonald should be scoring that. That should be a goal. It should be his second goal, sorry. That should be a goal for Stephen McDonald. And that is half-time here at the Valley, and it is 0-0. Both sides have had a big chance each as Aherney Grant missed a header and Steve McDonald went 1-on-1 and shot it straight at the keeper. We're going to make a change actually at half time. We're going to take off Mal Benning, who is low on a bit of fitness. It's because he hasn't played a while. We're going to put Chris Forrester on the left and bring on Jack Thomas as an advanced player. Chris Forrester can play there. Okay, like, he can play there okay, but not the best. And also got to do the team talk. I actually remember to do the team talk. We're going to make changes. And I'm going to assertively tell the lads. You've been unlucky so far, actually. I think that'll do. Oh, okay, maybe not. And then we'll do strikers. Calmly, you weren't that bad, but you can still improve. Calmly, you weren't that bad, but you can still improve. And calmly, you were not that bad, but I still believe that you can improve. And Jack Thomas is loving that. He's just come off the bench and he's loving that. His second half is underway at the Valley. Can we find a goal from somewhere? Berg ditches on the ball here for Charlton Athletic. Good tackle by Thierry Ambrose. I've got to tack in briefly. I've put it back to counter as we go back into this game. But Clark Salter does gather and kicks it to Stephen Henderson. I think that is the former. Is it West Ham or Wolves? I can't remember. Chris Forrester has the ball. He puts it in the middle to Matthew Willock. Matthew Willock finds the ball to Stephen McDonald. Stephen McDonald cannot find the ball to Thierry Ambrose. And now Charlton have the opportunity to break. We've pushed up. And Donovan Daniels, that's a big challenge. He needs to make that. Now finds the ball to Chris Forrester on this left-hand side. Can he find a whip ball to Thierry? Thierry Ambrose has made it. Charlton 0, Mansfield Town 1. We move up to 9th in the table. That's how this league's run at the moment. We've gone from 16th, I think, or 14th to 9th with a big goal from our man, Thierry Ambrose. That's such a great ball by Chris Forrester, who just whips the ball in. Oh, look at it. Look at it, that's fantastic. And then Thierry Ambrose knocks it past Stephen Henderson. It might not even be Stephen Henderson. I might be just calling him Stephen Henderson for the hell of it. That's a great goal. We've gone back to counter. We need to make sure we don't concede now. I bet we concede now as Jamie Allen puts the ball to Ryan Sager. Can we get a tackle in? Sager. He's not the game, company. Sager. Jamie Allen. Balls to, oh my word, Aherney Grant misses it, and then Bennett puts the ball on the left-hand side to Aherney Grant. He can whip in the ball, puts it out to Morgan Fox, I think that is there, and then back out to Jamie Allen. He could leave it to number 12, but he does not, and now Vashon Neufeld has the ball. Big ball out to Steve McDonald, who controls it fantastically. Big ball to Thierry Ambrose, and Clark Salter gets the ball back. Jack Thomas finds the ball, Morgan Fox intercepts. This is fucking lovely. This is really nice pass and play football. Bullet Club, I just said the F word for no reason, I'm sorry. And Jack Thomas has put a lovely challenge there. That is lush. Bullet Club to Willock, to Ambrose, to Stevie McDonald. I'm taking him off. I'm taking him off. Steve McDonald has not been good enough. Nathan Delfonso, get on the pitch, mate. He has not been good enough against Steve McDonald. I brought him in to hope he can do well, and he's not doing what I wanted to do. We're going to bring on Nathan Delfonso, the false 9. That's going to be our second change of the game. Potentially we should make defensive changes, but I'm going to be honest, Steve McDonald needs to score that. Now I'm going to scroll the league table up again because we're now in 9th. Get in. Martin Whitehead with a throw and gets it to Thierry Ambrose. Puts it back to Whitehead if you can. Give it back to Whitehead. Gets the ball back to Whitehead, but Bennett has got the pace. Martin Whitehead, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. Jack Thomas to Bullet Club to Thierry Ambrose. Can he find a ball? Can he find a ball? He puts it back to Bullet Club to Nathan Duff. Oh my God, Chris! Oh no! You've got to score. You've got to score. That is such a big opportunity, Nathan Alfonso and Chris Forrester. That's such a stupid thing to happen right there. And then what we're going to do now? Oh, I can't believe we haven't scored that goal, man. I cannot believe we have not scored there. Now, as I was saying, what I'm going to do is take off Forrester and bring on Riki, and then put Riki on the left-hand side, sorry, where he plays naturally. Anyway, he plays more up front, more forward, sorry, but I'm going to leave him there for now. It's going to be our final change of the game. Can we hold on to this 1-0 win at Charlton? This is massive if we can. It looks like the formation change might have worked. Oh my god. There it is, boys. Charlton Athletic 0, Mansfield Town 1. I'm going to passionately say a very nice victory. Well done. That is needed so much after like 3 losses on the bounce for Mansfield Town. That is such a big win. Charlton go down to 18th. We push up to 9th in the table. As I was saying last time, that's how tight this league is at the moment. You know, Charlton had more shots, we had more possession, and we were more clinical. Thierry Ambrose with that vital goal. Matthew Willett getting man of the match with a 7.6 average rating. That's a big win for us in the course of our season. That is so big. Look at this. Sorry, I'm going to read this again. HD, well, you know, HD, Killerkizza HD, triumphs with new tactics. We decided to ditch the 4-2-3-1 wide formation for the first time in a long time, and the new 4-4-2 gets the losing run gone. Losing run has gone. 4 losses on the bounce, and we win away at Charlton Athletic. That leaves us in 9th in the table, only behind on goal difference. Oh, so big. That's such a big win. Which means the next episode is even bigger. And what we're going to do in the next episode, we are going to go at home to Watford, who are 13th in the league, which means we miss games in the middle against Shrewsbury, which is on telly, who are 23rd in the league. We go against United, Wolverhampton Wanderers, who are 1st, big game there. Then we're away to Hull, who are 12th, home to Brentford, who are 16th, away to Fulham, who are 14th, which is these 2 games here, Brentford and Fulham, are massive. But we're going to do the Watford game, who are in 13th, which is also a humongous game in the course of our season. So I hope you enjoyed this famous episode, because you know what? We changed the tactic and it worked. We don't do that often here. We kind of stick with the tactic and hope it kind of pushes through, but we've gone for the 4-4-2 and it's worked. So maybe it's time to stick with the 4-4-2 and get rid of that 4-2-3-1 for the first time, I believe, actually, in this series. We've played that system so much, and it's finally kind of ditched itself, and now we've got the 4-4-2, and it's got us a famous win as we kind of destroy that losing run. 4 games on the bounce with losses, sorry. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and if you did not, tell me why in the comments down below, and I will see you very soon for another episode of Killerkizza Stag, Foot Manager 2016.